There you go. Is it all there?
Yes. Yeah, explain to me again why this was not robbery.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to be taking a quick look at what Kevin Frankie has done now. Well, actually it's not something he's done now. We talked about him previously trying to charge his eldest daughter, Shari, with burglary, with stealing things from him, and the body cam footage has been released from the police to show the moment when he received his items back, and we're gonna look at exactly what he said, and trust me, it is insane, right? Exactly what happened is insane. But quickly, let's take a quick look back over what actually happened in this situation. As reported by KUTV, body camera video obtained by 2 News shows an exchange between Ruby Frankie's husband Kevin and Springfield police just 2 days after her arrest, and the exchange was revolving around items which were taken from Kevin's home by Shari and later returned to the police, who returned it to Kevin. Kevin asserts that certain items were taken from him out of the items that Shari had previously taken, and he wanted her charged with it, which is sickening to say the least. Now, Kevin had also complained that somebody had broken into his house, and the police said this: "I explained to Kevin that the door was breached when SVPD, the Springvale Police Department, served a warrant on the home earlier that week looking for juveniles." So when his door was broken into, he assumed that it had been broken into, and it turned out it was the police looking for his children, and they didn't find them there, obviously. Those juveniles were found to be in the care of Pam Botcher, a woman listed as a team member on the Connections Classroom website, and I've previously reported on this. Pam Botcher was the president of Connections Classroom and worked with Ruby and Jody, and the 2 kids were found there in her care because Ruby had dropped them off and said, "Look, take care of my kids because I'm going away for a long time." Well, she didn't actually say that, obviously, but it's basically the extent of it. As for the items reported missing from the home, Kevin's daughter brought them to the police station to be handed over to Kevin. In the box was 3 tablets, 3 cell phones, 3 camera and GoPros, a stack of written journals, and 3 passports for Kevin, Ruby and Chad, the officer's narrative stated in the report. So yeah, she returned the items, no harm, no foul, right? But no, Kevin wanted her charged for it. Well, this is the body cam footage which shows exactly what he said.
There you go. Is it all there?
Yes. Yeah, explain to me again why this was not robbery.
So he's obviously been in the police station and he's already asked them about this being robbery and wanting to charge the person who took the items, and he knows the person who took the items is his daughter, and he has been told, no, it's not robbery, so we can't do anything. And he is, again, whilst packing up his car, he's asking them once again, why isn't this a robbery? Please explain to me why this isn't robbery. As if he's been told once explained to once, it wasn't enough. He had to push it and push it because he was so desperate to get his daughter charged with robbery from him, when he knew it wasn't even as if he thought that anything was stolen, because the items were given back to him and he knew it was his daughter that had taken them, and for what purpose. He knew all this, and yet still was desperate for her getting in trouble for it. Unbelievable.
Because it's a civil issue. It's, you guys are family. She's been in the house before. You haven't been in the house in a year. She had interest in the items. She didn't take them with the intention to deprive you of them. So theft, that's the theft code. We have to prove intent to deprive you of the items. And that wasn't her intent in having them. So the detective sergeant said that we're not going to charge her for anything.
So the police officer there has explained it very clear and concisely. I understood every word that she said, and the reasons why they weren't going to charge his daughter. But look at his body language there. He is not impressed. In fact, he looks pissed off. He looks pissed off that they're not going to do anything about her daughter not getting in trouble. And yet, she hasn't done anything wrong. Based on everything the officer said, there's nothing that they could do, or indeed, I don't think they would want to do anything against her, right? Obviously, they would have to if it was actual theft, but they wouldn't want to get involved. As she said, it's a civil issue. It's actually just a family issue, right? It's a family matter, really, let's be honest. But he does not look happy.
Some more research on that.
And still not content with the answer, he is going to go home and research to see if they are right, and to see what he can get out of this situation, and whether or not he has the right to charge his daughter for theft. And as we know, he did in fact go home, and he I think he phoned them up after that and had another go at them and asked them why and everything, and then said that he was going to sue the police department because they weren't going to charge his daughter with theft. That is as bad as it gets as a father, as any parent. That's as bad as you're ever going to see. I'm sorry, but what the hell?
You're welcome to do that. If you want to follow up with our detective, you can do so.
Yeah, he'll be here on Tuesday. His name's Sergeant McCoy. Okay. You're welcome. Take care.
And as I said, that is quite unbelievable because, well, who would do that? Nobody would do that, right? But he's supposed to be this amazing parent, amazing father, who, according to his own lawyer, Randy Kester, is trying to work things out with his daughter. And, there's no bad blood or anything. And he is definitely worthy of a shot of getting his kids back.
Kevin and I to convince the state that he's an incredible father, as he was before all this happened, and they became separated. But in the meantime, he's just working hard on getting himself back in position to be able to take these kids and raise them as a good father would.
Yeah, not a fantastic father. I, for one, would not be too happy with him being given custody of any of his children, but it says a lot about the situation and about how bad Kevin is, the fact that he's not even been given custody, even temporarily. Initial custody was given to Shari, the same Shari that apparently stole from him and is such a bad person that he wants to have charged. In fact, he wants to charge the only person who's actually looking after his children. The only person who has his children at the forefront of their mind and have their best interests at heart. So who will get custody long term? We don't know, and we may never know. There has been a ruling recently on the welfare case. This is separate to the criminal case, which involves Ruby and Jody, but there has been a ruling that the welfare case, which involves where the kids are going to be placed, is going to be a sealed case and is not going to be open to the public at all.
Hey, Brian Schnee, KUTV2 News with an update on the Ruby Franke child welfare case as it pertains to her 4 children that are under the age of 18. There is a different case that is ongoing aside from the allegations of child abuse. The courts here in Utah deciding to continue on with a motion to seal the hearings in the future regarding the child welfare case. So as it pertains to those, we members of the media, you members of the public, will not be able to attend those. We will not have cameras in there, and we will not be allowed to report on any of those findings from those hearings because those documents won't be made public. A lot of this has to do with what the courts are saying already involves the media coverage on this. They're citing a couple things from a September 18th hearing where a media member took photographs of the children, used them in some of the news publications. All future hearings in this case are closed to the public and the media. Only those entitled to be present during future proceedings are pursuant to a code, likely family members or those that need to be there for the safety and the welfare of the children.
So because in the last case, the welfare case, there was a leaking of the information that came out and photos were leaked and everything, it has been decided that no cameras allowed inside, nobody's allowed to take pictures, nobody's allowed to report outside of the court, and only the people who are inside the court will get the information, which is most likely going to be family, and hopefully, you know, even Shari and all that are going to be allowed in there. I'm sure they will. But after all these kids have been through all their life, they've had so much media attention, so much public scrutiny, and all they've had is that throughout their entire life. So having this secret, having this kept private is the minimum that they can enjoy right now. So hopefully they'll be able to get some stability and move on with their lives and grow from here and forget about their stupid, deranged mother and her incredibly deranged business partner. So until next time, please give this video a massive thumbs up, comment all your thoughts about this down below, and subscribe to the channel if you are brand new. Until next time, take care of yourselves and bye bye.